All right, so hey, what's going on, Freedom Merge? All right, so make this live short, missionary. Sorry. So the internal clock, like, okay, let me give you an example. When I just did the mirror technique for 1 minute, and I went upstairs to give the neighbor back her stuff that she gave me this morning. I see this white feather, white and black feather, right? So white, when I looked it up, white and black feather means massive change is coming. And this is like the third feather I've seen in like the past couple days. And that solidifies that the mirror technique is going to change my life. If I really do if I really commit to it. And the reason why I'm going to commit to the mirror technique is because, as you can see, 111 and 222. That's after I talked to this priest, right? And I thought to myself, like, yo, one thing that one of my friends, Sydney Green, taught me was that she taught me when I was at my parents' house. She said, I can't go back to making a certain amount of money because I no longer live on that frequency. And like, I even remember one time I spoke into the mirror. I get paid 4 times. I get paid from 4 different streams of income every week. And there was a time I got paid from 4 different streams of income in 2 weeks. And whether I got a reading, affiliate marketing, stuff like that. And the reason why I have to update my internal clock is because I've learned the worst thing you ever want to do in manifestation is you want to get what you want and then you can't keep it because your internal clock isn't there. Like, you're not up to date. You're not up to speed. And I've seen that before. I've seen people manifest things, relationships, money. And because it is law that if you, when it says as above, so below, as within, so without. So if you're out, that's deep. If your outside universe is greater or has a better, wow. I think that's called the law of correspondence. Let me check. Let me double check. I think that's called the law of correspondence. I think that's what that is. As above, so below, as within, so without. I think that's the law of correspondence. Yeah, the law of correspondence. As it in, so without. As within, so without. As above, so below. And if your outside world is greater than your inside world, your inside world will eventually rule out your external world. So I've seen people do some bad things to get money, right? To people, right? And because it is the law of correspondence says, as within, so without. Because this is law, the way you get it, the way it must be taken. Especially if it's in a negative way. And also, if you internally can't handle the amount you were given, you'll lose it. Because internally, you don't have the mindset, you don't have the disciplines, you don't have the habits, you don't have nothing internally in place to keep the money. So because the law says as within, so without, you cannot rule out your inner world. Your inner world will rule all the time. So if I really desire to change my income, I really do gotta do like this feather confirmed. I really gotta do this mirror technique because when I was listening to Claude Bristol's The Magic of Believing, I was like, you know what? Let me really give this like a real shot. Like, let me really commit to this mirror technique for real, for real. Because I know for a fact that the law of correspondence is real. And because I know the law of correspondence is real, I know that the worst thing you want to do is like let's say I want to manifest an apartment, right? And to me, I'm in a digital nomad space where it's like it doesn't matter to me if I get an apartment or if I get a Airbnb, because yeah, I want an Airbnb, but it's like but it's not I want my own place to stay, but it's not a rush in the sense of saying if I don't get it, I'm gonna be upset. You feel me? And I had to think to myself, like, I want to raise to a frequency where I can't go back to homeless. Like, Vince, give you an example of how lower correspondence works, right? When I decided, I told a big homie, I was like, nah, I told one of my friends, I was like, told one of my homies, I was like, once I leave here, I ain't coming back. I don't give a fuck what the fuck going on. I ain't ever coming back here. And I didn't. When I left, when my opportunity came, I left. And he stayed homeless for about another couple months. That makes me so sad. Wow. He stayed homeless for a couple more years. And that's because, again, my internal did not match the frequency of what he was talking about. Because I wasn't homeless for years and years and years. So I had that mental conditioning of I'm just going to survive off being homeless. So for me, what I'm learning is that I got to change my internal clock by doing the mirror technique, because I got to believe me. Not anybody else. I got to make sure I believe me. I believe what I'm saying. I believe what was going on. I believe how I feel. Because nobody else rules my universe but me. And it's so important for your internal clock. I'm such a goer. Where I'm just like go. I just need to work. I need to work. And that's cool. But I used to like have a issue like forgetting the internal stuff, because if I don't remove the internal stuff, I just be spinning my wheels. So make sure you do that mirror technique. YouTube it, or the Claude Bristol, The Magic of Believing. And that book will really change your life if you really listen to it. I'm listening to it on YouTube once a day. The Magic of Believing. It's a real thing. I tried the mirror technique before. It does work. But I was not consistent with it. Now I'm ready to be consistent, because I'm ready to live on a certain frequency, a certain lifestyle. And I don't have a therapist. I don't have nobody to do Reiki on me. I don't have any external forces to help me. So I gotta do the inner work. You feel what I'm saying? I gotta do that. I gotta do that mirror work, pun intended, because if I'm looking in the mirror and I can't fuck with myself, there's nothing nobody else could do for me. So comment 777 below if you want your manifestation guide. Inbox me 777 if you want your manifestation guide. Peace.